Hello and welcome to yet another Tuesdays at 2, number 103, 103. Each week at Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I come live online on three different platforms to talk about a different career topic. Each topic I talk about every week is pertinent to you. So if you are sensibly managing your career, why don't you tune in every Tuesday at 2 Eastern Standard Time? My name is Martin Buckland and I manage and advance the careers of senior executives and those who aspire to be business leaders. So today's topic is, how long should I go back on my resume, my CV? How long should I go back on my resume, my CV? Now, you ask 10 or 15 different professional resume writers like myself, and they'll all give you a different answer. It's a very subjective document, but there is also a lot, it's like a jigsaw. A lot comes into play. So you need to follow these guidelines. By the way, anybody got any comments, any questions on executive career management? I'm more than happy to answer them. Put them in the comments section, and as I go through this Tuesdays at 2, I will answer your question. It doesn't have to be related to today's topic. So it's a really good question, but open-ended type of question. So there are many opinions. So I'm going to give you my opinion as somebody who's been writing resumes for executives across the world, CVs for resumes for executives across the world for 30 years. You need to show the last 15, maybe 12 to 15 years. So go back to about 2010, 2009 in great detail. Then what happens before in your career, before 2010, 2009, 2008? Unless you made an extremely large saving, you did an amazing accomplishment, i.e., you saved the world, in which case that really needs documenting. You would start scaling back. So a resume basically goes back, a CV goes back about maximum of 15 years, but I would scale that back to maybe 10 to 12 years. However, you should show prior to that, because nobody starts off as a director or a senior manager. There's going to raise questions. Well, what did he do before he became a senior manager or a director? So you need to address them, but you can really briefly summarize them at the bottom of your resume, whether it be a 2-page resume, CV, or a 3-page. And if you wanted to know the difference between the 2 and the 3-page, or how long should my resume be, my CV be, then go back onto YouTube and go look at my channel. There are a couple of videos talking about that particular topic. But today we're talking about, well, how long should I go back? If I was writing my own resume, how long should I go back in my career? So I would say 2010, 2009, 2008, something like that. That would be perfect. So you need to talk about your accomplishments. This section coming on out from 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010 is not a responsibilities topic. It's you're going to be hired because of your accomplishments, and there's been many videos I've shot previous Tuesdays at 2 and separate videos on my YouTube channel that talk a lot about the STAR story: situation, task, action, result. So I don't even call myself a resume writer anymore. I call myself a storyteller. So I tell stories on behalf of my clients. So those stories should be very, try and get them as many metrics driven as possible. So many metrics in there. So go back as far as about 12 to 13 maximum of 15 years, unless you had an outstanding accomplishment. Therefore, you need to articulate that, or a very unique accomplishment that will be memorable and will make you stand out from the competition. Because remember, when you enter a job search race, you are in a competition. So always go back in reverse chronological. Just recently, and I don't know why, I have seen resumes go from the first job with the current job on page 3. And that is not just one or two resumes, it's quite a few. And that's not a new trend that you should follow, because they need to see, we read from top to bottom, page 1, then page 2, and then page 3. They need to see your current or your most recent job way up on the first page, about halfway down, a third, 2/3 of the way down. So you need to make a reverse chronological, not a chronological. They're not interested in your first job. If you got 30 years experience, they're not interested in you starting off as a junior consultant or a customer service rep or whatever. They are interested in your most recent job. So reverse chronological of your last maximum 15 years. So then you can summarize your early jobs. Anybody got any comments, any questions, anything on their mind about executive career management? Please put it in the comments and I will answer it. More than happy to answer it. Doesn't have to be related to today's topic. So summarize those early jobs. And then, yes, I'm going to be honest with you, ageism does play a role. However, in today's economy, when, okay, interest rates are going up and there's a lot of rumors about recession and whatever, yeah, there will be some layoffs. But right now, as I speak, hiring is very robust. And I've been talking about that for the last 18 months. There is a skill shortage, a talent shortage across the world. So if you are contemplating a shift or you are actually in a forced career transition, the circumstances are good for you, but you need to have a dynamic resume, CV, and follow that with a dynamic LinkedIn profile. If you are of the older generation, the more mature generation, that makes it even more imperative that your resume makes you stand out from anybody else who may be in that job search race. We hire for talent. You can't get that experience when you're a 20, even 30-year-old. You can get it when you're a 40-year-old and a 50-year-old. So yes, ageism does count, but it makes it even more imperative that the older you get, the sharper you be when you write your resume. But be proud of your experience. So this is a short Tuesdays at 2. Anybody got, please feel free to ask any questions relating to career management, personal branding, job search, resume writing, CV writing, cover letters. If anybody's got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, because I'm here for you. This is your video, not mine. I'm just articulating my vast knowledge I have up here after 30 years in business. So yeah, ageism does exist, but in today's economy, when hiring is robust, I have clients in their 60s in multiple offer situation. So here's a good question from Aldo. Thanks for coming in, Aldo. I think we just covered that, but in this Tuesdays at 2. But how long back should I go? Well, I would say, coming back to my 2 or 3, 4, 5 minutes ago, maximum of 15 years. So I would scale it back to 15 years, and then what you had before that, although you can then put that in, summarize it very briefly, but show those positions and show the industries and show preferably the employers. Hopefully that helps. Yes, that's fine. Coming in late, I really appreciate your questions. Anybody got any other questions that's on their mind about executive career management? anything to do with career management. Don't think it's stupid, because I want to be here for you as a conduit in sharing my vast knowledge on career management. So I offer, more than happy, anybody watching this live or the replay, I offer a free, no obligation, no sales pitch CV resume critique. I will give you 30 minutes of my time, and I will share my expertise with you. When you send me your resume, we'll schedule either a Zoom call, a Teams call, or a telephone call, and I will give you a 30-minute free, no obligation CV resume critique. But Aldo will tell you, because I've given Aldo a critique, that I don't mince my words. I say it as it is, because you only get one chance to kick the can there. One mistake on your resume, and that can count you out. So I give a free 30-minute resume critique, and I'm going to put my email address in the comments below here. And I'm more than happy to share my knowledge with you at any time. So I'm here for you, because you are very, very important to me. So anybody got any free resume critique, I'm more than happy to answer. I'm going to put that actually up on the screen here. So martin@aneliteresume.com. So I will also offer you a free LinkedIn audit. So LinkedIn is very, very important today. If you aren't on LinkedIn, you are committing career suicide. You need to be active on LinkedIn. Doesn't matter whether you're gainfully employed or employed. So there again, there are many videos talking about how to build your LinkedIn presence, your brand on LinkedIn in my YouTube channel. That takes me to my last thing, my YouTube channel, which is a wealth of knowledge on anything to do with executive career management. So we have another question here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Sujan, hi Martin. I enjoy it. Well, thank you very much, Sujan. I enjoy presenting too. So do you have any questions? So I'm more than happy to help you or give you a free resume critique or a free LinkedIn audit. More than happy to do that for anybody. But there's my email, and I'm around here every Monday and every Friday doing my career tips for a crazy world, a 1-minute career tip. And then this week, I have on Saturday morning, I have live again my career coaches rant, where I really get upset, I get frustrated, I get kind of annoyed about the constant mistakes that people make in their careers that's inhibiting their career advancement or their job search or whatever. So join me this Saturday at 10 a.m. The Career Tips for a Crazy World, 2 p.m. Friday and 9 a.m. Monday Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you back here hopefully next Tuesday for my next Tuesdays at 2, when the topic is I feel I am being discriminated due to my culture. I feel I am being discriminated due to my culture. Now, that is a vast topic. We have to tread very lightly on that topic. But yeah, it does happen. Sadly, it does happen, just like for your age. It does happen because of your ethnic background. Anybody got any other questions before I wrap it up? It's a pleasure to present again today. Come back either Friday for Career Tips for a Crazy World, Career Coaches Rant, 10 a.m. Saturday, or Tuesdays at 2 next Tuesday, all Eastern Time. Have a great week, and remember, always, always manage your career 24/7, 365, because you could be terminated at any time. Have a great week, and I will see you next week or on my other LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook Lives.